everyone. Today for inspirational book talk, I have Dr. Stravani from India, and I also have Professor Regina. And these inspirational book talks are to celebrate and inspire stage 4 cancer survivors. Dr. Stravani, I would like you to speak how becoming a volunteer is important to us.
Hi, Kaita ma'am, and hi, Razina ma'am, and Dr. Shali. Uh, like volunteer means like offering without thinking about any profit, helping others. And even by helping others, we have to enjoy the work we do. So, by doing the volunteer, some people, due to their some personal values and their religious beliefs, they do voluntary work, doing some good things as a belief. And some people like to help their community, to help their society, to help the persons near them or beside them in the society. They do the voluntary work so that they can help the community as well as society and as well as other people. In the same way, doing voluntary work, we make new friends. We connect to the people and we gain the knowledge. Even we can share the knowledge, what we have, and we can experience happy feeling, like helping others. Some feel happy. So by that, the person may live long. Feeling happy means we can live for long time. So even the stress, like nowadays, we do our work, like we have schedule from 9 to up to 8 or 7, like that. In this busy schedule, we don't have time to offer any help to the others. But like in software field, they have Saturday and Sunday. During that time, they can help others by doing this voluntary work. So they can relieve their stress by working those 2 days in that voluntary work. And we have to like we can choose a work which we are interested so that we can happily volunteer in that work.
Wonderful message, Dr. Stravani. And Professor Regina, would you like to say more about it?
Yes, please. Thank you. Volunteer for me, I have been volunteering about 30, 35 years of my life. And it's part of who I am. I have my professor at the university who have me monthly my payment. And this money backs up my homeopathy pro bono in the poorest areas in town and in the free clinics of the Countess Paula, where we help homeless people every 15 days. Right now, during the pandemic, what I do is in my door. People come, like 5 people, 3 to 5 every week for new medications, which we give graciously. And I feel of use. When there is no money transaction, I feel I'm giving, God is giving me the energy to help others. I am stage 4 lung cancers with metastasis for 13 years. So I know I am here because what I do from the heart, with the empathy and offering within my knowledge, the medication that Dr. Samuel Hahnemann offered us to help each individual as a unique person, not one to all, one per one. And when we give that from the heart, which is my humble experience through 2,395 clients that we currently have, that we support, offering them the homeopathy, their smile makes me feel a better human being. So when we choose volunteering, I chose through offering homeopathy. First was just toys to children in the orphanage. And then after I did the homeopathy course, I did 10 years with Dr. Lida Ohana at the Euripides Barçanufos clinics for free clinic. They have the dental part and we had the homeopathy part. In 10 years there, we helped homeless, single mothers, people struggling for each day to live. So I am being richer by the opportunity of offering nothing but my best. I hope you all take some time, or once a week, or once every 15 days, once a month, to go to an orphanage and read a book for the little people. Or if you're in homeopathy, have a morning of your weekly work for the poor. And I tell you, by my humble experience, you will be a richer person as a human being. I'm not meaning about material things. I'm talking about not in Maya, but reality. Your empathy, your heart will like boom, light and enlightenment. You'll be accompanied by the Mahadevis, by Babaji, and so many precious enlightened souls, Paramahansa Yogananda and Sri Yukteswar, his master, that will always inspire you because you're offering for free your precious knowledge. And thank you for this great opportunity of talking about volunteering, Dr. Kavita. It's such a great theme, and it made me a better person. Dr. Sravani, your testimonial of what you feel is so heart-touching. And I know it will touch other people to start other volunteer works and make them bloom like a beautiful flower like you and Dr. Kavita. Please, ma'am, thank you. Namaskaram.
Thank you so much, Professor Rachna, for sharing your wisdom on becoming a volunteer. And if you don't mind, as we are doing the book talk series of Robin Sharma, Who Will Cry When You Die? So I will read a short paragraph on this. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Please.
So he says, become a volunteer. I find a great deal of wisdom in the ancient Persian proverb. I wept because I had no shoes until I saw a man who had no feet. It is so easy to magnify our problems and lose sight of the many blessings we all have to be so very grateful for. Giving the gift of your time by volunteering to serve those who have less than you is an excellent way to remind yourself on a regular basis of the abundance that exists in your life. After a keynote speech on the leadership, he says, I delivered to the sales team of a larger insurance company. A man came up to me and told me he was one of the firm's top producers. One of the reasons for his success, he said, was his habit of spending a few hours a week helping those less fortunate than he was. Seeing what others do not have keeps me awake to all the good things I do have. It prevents me from taking things for granted and even more importantly helps me to make a difference in the lives of people who really need me. French physician Albert Schweitzer observed, I do not know what your destiny will be, but one thing I do know, the only ones among you who will be happy are those who have sought and found how to serve. And Anne Morrow Lindeberg wrote, one can never pay in gratitude. One can only pay in kind somewhere else in life. Volunteering affords you the chance to help others and pay back the debt owed to those who have helped us. Being said that, thank you so much, Professor Regina and Dr. Shravani. And I would say that through Kevin Friendly Foundation, whatever the work we are doing as a volunteering work and charity organizations, they're feeding the people, orphans, and doing so many things for educational purpose or blood donations, and everything is incredible. And we thank them, the team of the Kevin Friendly Foundation, and the organizers and the founders and everyone. Not only that, several activities by doing volunteering, doing the selfless work, God will protect us and give us the more immense thing back to us. And Professor Regina, would you like to say something before, please?
Yes, when you read about Albert Schweitzer, and he was saying about the gratitude, because you're helping people you don't know, and you have empathy for humankind, for the universe, which is part of you. The family are global family. We're just one. All is one. If you help one that you don't know, you're helping yourself too. And we feel better when we help those that have less than $1 to live. It's something that it's, when you experience, you will never stop. For 15 years, I worked with orphans. And for 20 years, I've been working with homeopathy, all pro bono. And the teachers, the professors that worked with me, with the orphans, they started their own charity work with the little people. And my opportunity on my birthday on Kevin Friendly Foundation, it was the best birthday my life ever, to give the opportunity of having orthopedic shoes to someone that can't walk, that will go through physiotherapy and will back to walk. And the little children, Ama's orphans, that are there eating the birthday cake with my picture on. I cried loads because I was there, not physically, but my spirit went across the ocean and helped the little ones in greater needs. And this is what makes the difference on a person. I had to have 13 years of stage 4 cancer to experience my best birthday through Dr. Kavita's hand and Kevin Friendly Foundation. We have empathy. If we look outside and we treat others as we like to be treated, Albert Schweitzer, Robin Sharma, and all these Maha people that are enlightened by God will spread their lights onto us. And we will also leave behind us our steps, our legacy of generosity, of goodwill, of sharing nothing but our best. Namaskar. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor Regina. That was wonderful, and you're very inspiring to all of us. And before we wrap this one, we would like to hear from Dr. Shravani, her few words for this today's inspirational talk. Please, Dr. Shravani.
Thank you, Kavita ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. And thank you for including me in CA study group. Like by joining in CA study group as a volunteer, I have gained, my self-confidence has increased, and I got a chance as a speaker in a webinar. Like we start CA study group associated with Homeopathy 360. And I got a chance to meet Resina ma'am and our CA family, other volunteers, and the homeopaths are all over the world, not only in India. So I'm very thankful to you and Regina ma'am and Car family and Car Study Group for giving me this opportunity, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Shravani, for sharing your wisdom. It was wonderful. And thank you so much, Professor
And
Regina.
really, I enjoy working with Car Study Group, and as we work in the newsletter, it is very interesting, ma'am. Thank you so much.
We love Dr. Shravani, the beautiful newsletters. It was wonderful. And as again, doing volunteering will makes us keep us healthy, happy, and selfless service. We can get connected with
Mm.
like-minded people, and we have many more talks in future. Thank you so much. And these inspirational talks, we always, Professor Regina, we celebrate you and you and many people with stage 4 cancer survivors, and it is not only for them, for everyone. Being said this, see you all in the next inspirational talk. Until then, stay healthy and happy. Namaskaram.